Hello everyone, welcome back to my second channel, welcome back to Jack in the Books. So on this channel I started a little series where I react to the opening line of a novel. I pick 10 random books from my bookshelf, read the opening lines and then rank them based entirely on their opening lines. These are books I have not yet read and it basically helps me to decide which books I'm most excited to read next. And so I've been doing that series and I love doing it, and I had a bunch of comments from people saying you should do this but with the closing line. You should read the final line of the book and then rank them. And I said, challenge accepted. That sounds so fun. And so I plucked 10 random books from my bookshelf. These are books that I have not yet read, and I'm gonna react to the closing line right now, and I'll put them on this shelf so you can see as I update which ones I think are the best. The leaderboard, if you will. So we're gonna start with this book. This is Just by Looking at Him. This is kind of gonna be like, these are gonna be spoilers, I guess. Maybe, who knows? Okay, the final words of this book are, I looked at him and saw a future absent of distractions, of pure, unfiltered reality. No more alcohol, no more sex to dissociate. This could be my life if I allowed it. All of it mine, every last bit. That's gorgeous! Oh my gosh! Well, I mean, that is a strong contender for the top spot. I'll be impressed if anything can beat that, because that was really, really beautiful. Okay, Just by Looking at Him is currently number 1. It's also currently at number 10, because it is the only book on the list. So it's in first and last place currently, but I'm gonna predict this is gonna rank very highly. We are off to a flying start. Damn. Okay, so this book is Nevada by Imogen Binnie, and the final line of this book is, so get the fuck off my back, Roland. Oh my god, that's great too! Hang on, okay, very different tones. These are different vibes, but I really like both of them. Damn! Listen, I love a sentimental ending, so I am gonna put Just by Looking at Him still in the top spot, but Nevada, that is a great closing line as well. And it kind of gives you a bit of an insight into what the tone of the book is gonna be. It's gonna be very irreverent and proud and self-assured, and I like that. I really like that in a narrative voice. So maybe that's a development. Maybe they start off not feeling so assured in both of these books and then end up being really confident and knowing where they're going. I like that. Oh my god, what if I find out from this that like the main character dies at the end or something? That would be so funny. Not that that's funny, but you know what I mean. Like, I'm basically gonna ruin these books for myself and for you. So sorry about that. You clicked the video, my friend. You're the one who's still here. We're all in this together at this point. The ship has sailed. The next book is Night Bitch by Rachel Yoder. Here was a woman who now knew that life unfolded through mystery and metaphor without explanation, who looks upon her perfect son in front of her, a person she had made with her strongest magic, standing right there in a blinding spotlight as if he won a miracle, as if he weren't the most impossible thing in the entire world. This is gonna be harder than I thought. Oh dear, oh no, these are all really good. So far, I think that's my least favorite, but it was still really good. So like the standard right now is really high. Also, I have to say, the other thing is that I am pretty good at forgetting things. Like, my memory is so bad that by the time I actually get around to reading these books, I will have completely forgotten how they end. So I'm not actually that worried about accidentally spoiling these things, but so far, it seems like these all have quite an optimistic ending, so that's good. You know what else is good? What is great, in fact, what is superb? The sponsor of today's video, which is Squarespace. You guys know that I love Squarespace. It is the perfect place to go to when you want to build a website or an online brand. Often your website will be the first surface that an audience interacts with. It's the first place they get to know who you are as a brand, and so it's really important to get that right. And with Squarespace, you can do exactly that. They have loads of really incredible templates, so no coding experience is required. You can just use the template, adapt it how you want it, customize it, and make something that is entirely unique and your own and tells everyone what your business is about. There's also a really cool blogging feature, so you can share little insights behind the scenes of what you're working on, and also great analytical tools. So if this is exactly what you're looking for, then you can head to squarespace.com for a free trial, have a little play around, get to grips with it, and then when you're ready to launch your beautiful new website, you can head to squarespace.com/jackinthebooks and use the code jackinthebooks to get 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. You're welcome. Thank you so much, Squarespace. We love ya. Someone commented recently saying, I want what Jack and Squarespace have. And honestly, yes, they are the most consistent thing in my life, and I love them. So thank you, Squarespace, for working with me. And now, the next book. This is Notes on an Execution. I'm gonna guess this might end with an execution. Or maybe it begins with the execution, I don't know. Welcome, little one, Jenny would have whispered into each precious seashell ear. You'll see, it's good here. I feel like this is probably quite poignant within the context of the book. Like if you've read everything else, the fact that Jenny is saying this, the fact that she's talking to like a little one, or welcoming a little one, I'm gonna guess that means a baby. That's probably pretty hard-hitting and important and powerful, but out of context, I don't care. So far, I mean, it looks like I'm just taking the easy way out and just like putting them in a stack, but I swear this has been the order so far. Let's see what this brings to the table and if it can disrupt this rhythm I've got going on. Okay, to life, they all said, quietly and in their own ways, and then louder until they were chanting it again and again. To life, they said, imbuing those words with all their hope and all their desires for the future. Their laughter rang through the night and through the trees, and on the shore they had left behind. People were eating dinner and laughing and crying and going about things as they always had and always would. Oh, that I really liked. Damn, another really optimistic, hopeful ending. That was really beautiful. That was really lovely. I think that might be taking the top spot. I gotta like reread this one to decide. Oh no, this is like, you basically have this one which is kind of about finding that hope in one person, and this one seems to be about finding hope in a community. I said what I said. You can disagree with me in the comment section. In fact, let me know what your ranking would be in the comment section. We can make this an interactive thing. But yeah, for now, that's my ranking. Next, check out 19. This is by Claire Louise Bennett. Let's see what her final line is. Oh, she's got no acknowledgements in this book. That's interesting. I've never seen a book without acknowledgements before. Okay, guess there was no one to acknowledge. Oh my god, it's so long. It's so long. This is insane. Okay, when I tell you it's achieved all of this page and a little bit of this page too. This is the whole, okay, right, we're going in. The unknowable, the inexplicable, the indeterminate, the unfamiliar, the disquieting, the baffling, the fake, the passion, the unwashed, the forbidden, the lost, the delirious, the repressed, the unexplained, the wasted, the inconsolable, the abyss, the dread, the unnamed, the impossible, the ominous, the unformed, the shamed, the chasm, the talisman, the outcast, the flicker, the infatuation, the doubt, the yearning, the unbearable, the brink, the gasp, the unexpected, the ineffable, the irresolute, the schism, the nemesis, the obscure, the rejected, the congenital, the reversal, the she-wolf, the hurtful, the exception, the invisible, the changeling, the dwindling, the trespasser, the hidden, the uncontrollable, the promise, the dare, the bastard, the unwanted, the unsaid, the unsound, the dream, the aside, the faraway, the bogus, the reoccurring, the lump, the delusion, the secret, the curse, the deception, the arousing, the deviation, the unavenged. I'm only halfway through. It keeps going and going and going and going and going and going. I see what it's doing there. Let's skip to the overlapping, death, desire, mutation, dispersal, fusion, devastation, orgasm, augmentation, alchemy, alcoves, garlands, bark, feet, olives, women, carved in various stages of motioning. Everyone take a deep breath. Holy moly. Okay, I have to say, I've never seen anything like that as an ending of a book. I think that is really cool. It felt like an incantation, it felt like a spell, it felt like a chant. I felt like if someone was standing outside my apartment right now, they'd be like, what the fuck is going on in there? I mean, I've got to say, I'm tempted because it's so unique. Maybe like, I really liked this. I don't know. I really don't know. I'm sitting here making noises. I'm just like making noises while I stall for time. I think it's going in at number 1. I really liked that. As I started going through it, the more I was reading it out loud, the more I liked it. I think it's in at number 1. I'm gonna say it. There it is. The next book is The Candy House. Can this knock it off the top spot? We will see. Flicking to the final page. What now, sugar? He asks. Anything you want? It's in at last place. I'm sorry. That was boring. Okay, next we have Young Mungo by Douglas Stewart. To be fair to The Candy House, I'm sure that has some relevance. It's the same with Notes on an Execution. Like, if I knew the context, I probably would have liked that. But out of context, and that's entirely what this is a first impression, it doesn't do it for me. Especially in comparison to that, like, craziness that Claire Louise Bennett just delivered. This final book is Young Mungo. And the final line is, come, it said, come away. Again, that's not giving me much. We didn't really go out with a bang, we kind of gone out with a whimper. These last two were a little bit dull. Okay, I think I'm gonna put this one above Young Mungo. Young Mungo, it's funny because I'm predicting this is gonna be like a 5-star read for me. And I'm sure that closing line will be very interesting once I get to it, but for now, this was my ranking. And so the next book I'm gonna read is gonna be Checkout 19. That has got me intrigued and wanting to read that book. So thank you so much for watching this video. I will be reviewing all of these books very soon and you'll hear my full thoughts. I wonder if I'll still rank them in the same way, probably not. Like I said, let me know what your ranking of these books would be based on solely the closing line in the comments down below. And until next time, all the best, stay in touch, have the most wonderful day. I hope today's very great and I'll catch you very, very soon. Bye-bye! That's my closing line.